Hello, everyone. Welcome back again to the continued coverage here of our Sunday games. I'm Palidore here on Casting and Cameras. This is VRML, last day of week 3 of the preseason. And Danimal right off the bat. Hello. Welcome to the stream. So today, this matchup we have Alpha Ducks versus Fusion. Alpha Ducks just coming off a victory. They had just played Team Summit about an hour ago. Game ended in the last 20 minutes or so. And Alpha Ducks sitting currently with a 2-3 record. Fusion 1-4. Both these teams looking to make up some ground here. Get some wins. And find some momentum going into week 4. So hello everyone. Again, joining us here on Twitch in the chat. We got Viatrex in there as well, cheering on Fusion. Be hopefully a good one, a competitive one, as these teams just get all organized. That being said, well, we got a bunch switching teams for some reason. Not sure what the case is there. Maybe just having a discussion. I'm not sure. I got my comms muted in the game for the players, so looks like they're having discussions. Little Ratty stopped by in the Twitch chat just before got started and stuff with the intro. So yeah, underdogs right now. Viatrex saying Fusion, the newest team in the league. And indeed, they're also a team full of several players. A full 6-man team, I do believe. And then I know we also got a new European team that just filled up this week as well, so hopefully we'll see them debut next week. This week, of course, we saw the debut of Calamity. They had 2 matches, both of them wins. Pretty successful fashion as well. On the North American side, we also got another new team debut this week, Team Reboot. And maybe more to come next week then, over on the European side. Good to see, because usually, at least historically, it seemed like with ESL, those seasons, week to week, you know, it was inevitable and expected that from week 1, 2, and 3, you'd kind of see a few teams maybe drop off and figure out that it's not for them. But so far, you know, we're maintaining the numbers, and if nothing else, we're actually growing in teams. So that's actually really cool to see. And yeah, so that team, the new team for EU is Vertigo, Wang Pants, Kai, Sanch, and Brother Bray Bray. That's at least his Discord name, so going by that. But is that Bray Moore or anyway? Whatever the case is, teams here readying up. I'm readied up. Already gave them the go-ahead on the pings, so we're good to go whenever they wish. Fusion, take Danimal's energy. That's a lot of energy to take, especially at goal. Betting Danimal, and who in-game, by the way, Shepard. Betting he enjoys these games, particularly just because there's so many goalies, great goalies for the European side. It's always been the case. And, of course, Shepard's been one of the best goalies on the North American side. Definitely top tier there. Not to say that North America lacks really great goalies. I mean, there's plenty, but he's one of the earliest ones. Been doing it for a couple seasons now. part of me is tempted to name, list off some of the great ones, but I always feel bad because I know I'm inevitably gonna miss some names. It feels bad, man. So I just gotta maybe keep it canned. I don't know. But now there's a lot of good ones and a lot of, I mean, Shepard's teammate Grumpiest Broom. He was also dating back to 2017, a really strong goalie in the game. You have people like Kavici. He's been a crazy good goalie, as well as Cruisin for Atlas Megacorp, and Kavici for Instinct, if I'm correct. See, I'm trying to force myself to remember these team rosters, so hopefully I'm not flubbing here, but I believe that's correct. Of course, saw Kung the other day over for Team V-Respawn Joker with the absolutely incredible save at the end of the third round. Potential game winner from Kang, game-winning dunk, and it was denied with about 3 seconds left. One of the most epic saves I've ever seen at the end of any game, because you don't see very often those situations where there's game-winning saves, especially when they're head-on right in front of the goal like that. Not a foot separating the players. Swift waving hi to the stream, presumably. What's he doing with his hands? Oh, it's a heart. Looks like a little bit of a flat heart. Maybe someone stepped on it. But the sentiment is appreciated. So here we go. Game about to get underway. First round. This is Alpha Ducks over on orange and Fusion on blue. Martin III, Stody, Emil, and Lil Rad. And, my camera. What happened there? Sorry. Now to Emil. Luckily nothing happened there, but maybe something's going to happen here with a nice save, in fact, by David. Can't get rid of it, though. Actually bounces off the Geo and into the back line. And now taken there by Martin, who dishes it off quickly, being assaulted by a trio of defenders. Stody's going to take it. Stody's going to make it. Nice first shot there on an open goal. The defense just being dragged out. Therefore, Alpha Ducks capitalize. So first 3 points for Alpha. Alacosta disc there, looking for the clear, the boost. Actually get the pass as well. AJ trying to dish it down low. Maybe off the bounce a little bit wide. So Martin will recover it with seam for Alpha Ducks indeed. The clear not clean, however. So taken by Alacosta. Nice juke. And trying for the pass, just misses Swift. But they're going to converge on that one and retake it for their team, for Fusion. Fusion on the offense. Another bit of a rough bounce, but will be taken there by Alacoste. Maybe one more pass across, but Stody cutting it off in a timely fashion. But again, the clears not quite where they want them to be. So once more, it's still going to be recovered by Alpha and off to Lil Rad. Lil Rad approaching. He had a nice game winner the other week in one of the rounds. Right at the end, and going in again. Oh, the save again, Alacoste. That was a great one. So right off the bat, I was talking just before the match began about that defensive play of a lot of these European individuals in the goal. And you can see it right there. We already have a couple awesome saves, but another open goal will instead concede a 3 for Alpha Ducks. So a bit unlucky there on those ones, opting to leave no one in the goal for Fusion, and it's cost them back-to-back 3-pointers for the other end, the other team. Now rolling out, going to be cut off and contested mighty quick, and in fact Martin will get it, but AJ the nice grab as he tries to just crawl away, gets punched away, but with the rebound, maybe Alpha Ducks here trying to find some space. You can see all these stacks from both these teams kind of sticking together. Not a lot of spacing, a lot of coverage, though, happening in the tunnel. So Stody will find a pass, just weaving it through those two islands there, the Geo. Good accuracy on that one, but the second pass not quite on the mark, so Alacoste will come away with that one for the meantime. Now finding their stacks. To recover it is Alpha Ducks. So Martin checking behind him. Martin, a longtime player, of course. And Stody just as well. Working it up the floor. You can see some nice cutting off here on the bottom pass. Lil Rad and Swift just brawling. Now trying to find a pass to Stody. Will get to the hands of Emil. Emil will find Martin. Martin's going to have that from the bottom. Go across to Stody. And Stody getting the score. 2 more points for Alpha Ducks. So a little bit of disarray on some of those passes initially, but then when it mattered the most inside that bubble, they found some nice accuracy on the passes, and they capitalize for the 2. Fusion falling behind, but only by 8. Still 6 minutes left in this first round, so Alikos is going to take it out, and the defense is just going to wait for him to approach, kind of meet him in the middle there, and weaving around, trying to send a pass through. But on the other end, trying to be recollected. Eventually by Lil Rad. And taken back, though, by AJ. AJ has a soft pass for a cross. Swift taking it, but tough angle on that one. So it's going to be floating back down to the hands of David Duel. He's going to look for a cross on over. Another nice pass from Fusion. Trying to find some space here. Trying to go for the shot, but cannot convert again. Unfortunate dings. A good passing and approaches, though. But now it will be, in fact, a clear on the other end. The disc floating onto the bubble, recovered there, and that is some trouble, but no. It is out and slapped about by Swift, back into the hands of Lil Rad on the other end, or Martin, rather. Martin will have it stolen, though, by Swift. So a clear coming out, some boosts as well from both these teams. Trying to make it back to the disc first on the approach. A soft pass will be intercepted instead and sent on to the other end, where plenty of players await and pile up on that one. Now a quick shot is going to be intercepted there by Alikos. Gets the clear with the stack in the back, looking for the mail slot on the attack. Lil Rad, great shot. 11-point lead for Alpha Ducks now. That was a nice stack there at the midline. They intercepted that clear, and with incredible precision, Lil Rad managed to hit that one. Very nicely done. So with a David Duel attached, Alikos has that disc, trying to bait the stack to come at them, and they do. So now the stacks do get broken, but the question is who gets back first. It would seem Alpha Ducks are the ones. Looking for a clear, pressured hard there. Nice punch by Lil Rad to get the pass off now to Emil. And he is going to find a deep clear as well. Now on the other end, the stack recollecting. Martin injecting the 2 points. Now going up 13. Yeah, it just seems like the speed right now of Alpha Ducks able to get back to the 2 Dans in chat agreeing to it. Danimal, Dan3 Dim. Goal just being left a little open, and that exposure is costing them. Where did this go? Oh, okay. I have no idea what even happened there, but disc eventually finding itself on the other end. Swift is going to collect that one. Try and back pass it out. Tight knit one to AJ, but it's stolen out. Stody ducking on through. Some stacks now. Stody still checking behind him. Looking for his forward stack. Oh, but the clear, the pass not through. So maybe right back is going to be AJ. The missed opportunity there for Alpha Ducks on the missed pass. And David Duel, though, going to throw it right into the hands of Emil, who goes for a shot, but recollected there by Alikos and sent back out to the other side of the floor. So Alikos looking solo here to collect it. Maybe the first 2, indeed, for Fusion. Alikos, courtesy of him. And credit to the back line of Fusion. They broke up the stack and enabled Alikos plenty of time to get back into the goal for the deuce. Now, 2.5 left in this first round. The first pass going off here to the tunnel. Lil Rad taking that, dishing it to Martin. Martin's going to work around the pocket, and Swift is going to contest. Good pass to Stody. Stody floating on into the bubble. Looking for shots, and beautifully done. Alikos being stunned by Emil, I believe. So good coordination there. Still just a 2-pointer. It was kind of right on that outer edge, or inside edge, so they couldn't get the 3, but it was still great coordination and team play to buy them 2 more. Alacost now with a disc, gonna find Swift. Swift bringing it on in, and Emil's gonna contest. They have a couple passing options. AJ missing the first one, so Stody will dive out on that, and he will be able to clear that out. Now off to Martin's hands. Just trying to tap it back, but received by David Duel. So David's going to bring that up the floor, but another missed pass. A little bit too strong on that one. And tapped on out by Stody. This kind of getting stuck here on this end of the floor. Still yet finally able to tap it out into the blue area for Fusion. And now taking that one, Lil Rad separating for the pass and the score, but Alacost again down the floor. A clear getting sent. The defense nicely from Alacost. But on the approach, the reproach, it's going to be a goal as Stody encroaches on it. 17-2. Some beautiful defense from Fusion, from Alacost, but the clear just not quite on the mark, resulting in Alpha Ducks able to come back and score off that second attempt. We've seen some nice saves here. It's about getting those clears and catching some of these passes. It seems like Fusion having a little bit of a tough time of that. Otherwise, they're doing well on some of the spacing and recognizing the passes, but just like right there, kind of a miscue on who was supposed to receive the pass and when. But now that one, again, so good look, just not the catch. So maybe a little softer on the passes, perhaps, or find some anchored ones instead. Those ones could definitely buy you some nice-looking catches. Easier catches at that. Now one more shot attempt, perhaps. No, it will not be in. At least not until after the buzzer. So 17-2 going to Alpha Ducks in this first round. Take a look real quick at the scoreboard. Leading the way for Alpha Ducks is Stody with 9. 3 apiece for Emil and Lil Rad, and then 2 for Martin. Martin with 4 assists as well. Great distribution there, and a pair of saves. Over on Fusion's and the 2 points going to Alacost, as well as the 3 saves. They were very nice ones. Just right in there in the goal. No mistake in it. David Duel doing his name justice, dueling with the 21 stuns, a game high. And then Swift contributing a save and a steal, and AJ 2 steals and a few stuns as well. A quick look at the score, and, well, we're going to be back for more in another 15 seconds or so. Getting right back into the action here for our second round. Quick look at the team stats as well, and we can see vast majority of shots taken there by Alpha Ducks, 13-4. The 6th assist as well. Stun count, not too far apart, just a 6-point differential. But let's see if Fusion can come back here, get something working. So first to the disc, it will be AJ, and he's going to find a pass to Swift. Now converging on him as a defense. There are 2 defenders for Alpha Ducks who sandwiched him, but still recollecting briefly as Swift trying to knock that one loose on the rebound attempt in the corner pocket. Finally taken there by Emil. He'll try to deal it towards that blue bubble as the defenders try and take place. Alacost in there, got a few saves that first round, and hoping to find some more. But more than anything, they want to find some scores. The Stody here for Alpha Ducks. A nice pass, almost cut off there by David Duel. So again, I can't help but point out, like, I really, really do like, as Stody goes in, another save from Alacost. That is 4 that just came directly off of these head-on approaches to goal, and he saved them no problem. Absolutely incredible defense from Alacost. Getting those saves, getting the clear, and that one's a nice, clean one at that. So now, it's a matter of the stacks, as a matter of fact. But getting there is going to be Swift, and 3 into the goal it goes. First 3 for Fusion. Make no confusion, they are on the board first and in a very effective manner. Beautiful save from Alacost, great stack and recollection by Swift, buying himself the 3 points. As I was trying to say before that play unfolded is that I really am impressed by Fusion's positioning, their awareness on defense. Like they are, even on offense here, as they recollect. Oh, a slap shot now. Swift, what was that angle? Just slapped it from basically this slice. That was about the margins he was working with, and he got that one in. Amazing job. Fusion, honestly, their positioning and their decision-making looks good. The only problems they really had in that first round was actually catching those passes, making those clears, getting the disc through there, but they were making all the right plays, just unfortunately weren't able to actually do anything with them, capitalize off them for a score. But that said, the tune is kind of changing here now as they're up by 5. We'll see for how long. A nice grab now. It gets butted off the head of one of the players, so Little Rad's going to come back, and that will be a turnaround 2 for him right off the back. So almost another great defensive play for Fusion. It was just the cluster up. There were 3 players all right up on each other and knocking the disc loose off the steal. So taking there is Alakas. Going to be snagged out, though. That is not what they wanted. Emil now getting a 3-pointer to tie it up. That was a mighty quick joust and making them pay for it on the turnover. So tied up now. Under 7 minutes left. This is still the second round. And yeah, Dan was saying once Fusion builds more team chemistry and learns each other's passes, they're going to be a great team. And I definitely agree. Because again, you can see absolutely that the ideas are correct. It's just more so the chemistry and just kind of being able to find those catches, make the passes soft enough for them to catch, things like that. But they're executing the right moves. So there's a lot of good takeaways there on their end. But that said, taking the disc away is going to be Alpha Ducks again. Trying to collect this disc and maybe go up by a couple if they can get something working on offense. The passes will be a little bit off for Alpha as well, so they're going to just try and work that up the bubble. But there you go. More great defense. AJ this time collapsing on that disc and sending it through for the clear. But on the stack, Alpha Ducks will get there first, so there was a long pause there of a gameplay where just no one was able to get a stack, and finally Alpha Ducks came through with it. But again, a bit of a missed pass. So this could be dangerous. A soft one nicely to Stody. And now AJ, unfortunately, going to be abandoned here in the back line. Hopefully one of his teammates go for him. There you go. But on the other end now, a recovery by Lil Rad. He'll tap it up. A little bit off in the pass, but the bounce nice and friendly. Delivery to Lil Rad, but also missing the pass on that one. Back down to the bottom of the floor, recollected by Emil. Swift getting brawled out by Martin. And now backing it out is Stody. Has some passing options, cut off nicely. And again, so great defense from Fusion. The clear, not quite what they wanted, but they do have a boost. They do have a long shot attempt going off that corner, going down low. Swift on the recovery. Swift with almost the delivery and trying to retake that, but cannot. The clear, not through though, so right back into the hands ever so briefly of David Duel. Emil sending it through now. And man, you gotta, just tough turn of events there for Fusion because their defense was fantastic, but just unfortunately no angle on the shot. Martin now will capitalize on that one with a great angle on the goal, going up by 2. Yeah, pointing out the stuns too is Dan 3. You can see that, yeah, especially from Alpha Ducks. 32 for Martin, 21 for Emil, 15 for Lil Rad. David Duel and Alakas, though, contributing 31 and 15 as well. But still coming in bunches with those punches. And now with a stacks 2. All 4 players, nice grab. Getting stunned, though, dog pile. So anyone's game, anyone's disc, Stody will receive that eventually. He's going to come away with it, check behind him, just make sure the stacks aren't bothering too much. You do see the approach quickly there for the defense on the goal. Nice duck through. Has to find a pass, though, and he does. Martin finding one more and going in for the score. Lil Rad, nice assist by Martin. That was a very well-executed offensive set there for Alpha Ducks. With under 4 minutes left, going up by 4. Fusion, though, looking much, much better in the second round. Causing a lot of problems on defense. Just a matter of converting it to the offense. And again, as the chat mentioned, that's one of the things that just comes with time. Sure, they'll get there because the ideas are correct and they've already got some nice defense going on for them. All right there, so being punched out by Martin on the pass, still recovered there. Underneath, grabbed, and Meal gets the clear. And so again, the boost coming on through, Martin getting a little punch boost, but going back to deny it. And on the other end, good boost by Fusion, but unfortunate headbutt will cause some confusion as it sails back to the bottom wedge. Now taken on the other end, it looks like Alpha Ducks will have plenty of time. Actually, I lied because there was a sack quickly now on the recovery. Still taking that, and we actually just got a crash, it seems, from Fusion. Unfortunate there, down by 4. So that's going to really hurt their chances here on coming back. Hopefully the Fusion player can get back in there shortly, but Stody, regardless, will take advantage of this 4-on-3 opportunity. Him and Alpha Ducks just trying to find their stride. And now as a few encroach on the goal, but missed opportunity, so Swift will find the clear. This could be good news if they can get a boost. But the clear actually coming right back into the Fusion side of the floor. Still, though, they're holding strong. That goal is exposed, so maybe not for long, but the shot a little too long as well. So again, kind of playing that tough angle. Rebounded, though. Now Stody finally will find a goal. Fusion holding them off there, but Alpha Ducks eventually finding the mark. So about minute 55 or so, 11-5 if they wanted to restart. It seems like that will not be the case, however. Maybe. Oh, there you go. I think. I don't know. No restarts. There you go. So 11-5. I estimate about 155 or so after that goal happened. Just see if I can get comms with the teams real quick. Or it looks like maybe they got the right idea themselves. That said, if we're going by the time that the match was restarted, that's one thing. However, it's also problematic because one team can just delay the restart. So, yeah, I think 155 is probably safe. I just ping the teams. Hopefully they get it, but we'll have to see. I mean, they play on 130. They play on 130, I do suppose. And it looks like that might be the case. But yes, I think more so from the time the goal was scored or when the team actually asked for the restart, because otherwise, you know, the opposite team could always just delay it if they wanted. So it causes some problems potentially otherwise. Now, if anyone sees my ping in the next 40 seconds, we might still be okay. We'll have to see. But yeah, going back to what we were talking about, Fusion, just as Viatrex pointed out towards the beginning of this stream, they are one of the newer teams, and they do have a 6-man roster. So true to their name, they're a fusion of players, several players, forming this team. And even though they've had a tough first couple weeks picking up some wins, they are getting better every week. They're showing some really good signs. Playing those passing lanes, the defense has been really nice, both kind of zone defense and on the man marking end. They've got it done from both perspectives. And Alikos had himself 3 or 4 great saves in these 2 rounds. Now just going to run out, roll out, but missing the pass there. So taken back by Martin, the third, and he will find Stody, loses his handles, and the boost coming in quickly there. Still manages to tap it on through to the wedge. So it'll be taken now by Alikos. And Alikos going to be assaulted there. Maybe on the recollection, Lil Rad will have an angle. Take it and make it. Deep for the 3 is Lil Rad, going up 14-5 now. So about 50 seconds left in the second round. Alpha Duck's in position to take it, but much better effort from Fusion at least. Coming back there a bit. Now taking the disc, there's Alacost, dishing it off right through the defense to Swift. Swift, a nice pass right to AJ. As some boosts come on in, they have some crossing options, but cut off are those options. That was a nice grab there from Alpha Ducks. And they're going to get this boost and possibly the 2, indeed. Martin, the 3rd, with the 16th point on the board for Alpha Ducks. So this round will wind down now. 16-5, favoring Alpha Ducks, and that will also be the second win.
Another round in the books, and Orange takes the win.
So going to that scoreboard there, I can just kind of see how the rounds have unfolded. It was 17-2 to start off that first round, but for Fusion, came back. They caused Alpha Ducks to score 1 point less, and they also put on 3 more points than they did in the first. So a nice round-to-round improvement for Fusion. Their passes were starting to look better. It's just the defense from Alpha Ducks cutting off a lot of them. And the stacks were also faster from Fusion compared to the first. So some good adjustments being made there, as we do get ready to head into this third round. We do have the, well, off the reset, so not really complete stats off that last round, really. Unfortunately. Maybe that's something we could look at. See if we can convince Rad to, not Little Rad, but Rad, ready at dawn. See if we can't get some stat carryovers. Like we'll have like a light restart button or something. But then I don't know. Like a restart for like full restart, wipe everything, or just kind of a light restart that keeps the stats and stuff. And make that happen somehow. That'd be pretty good. In any case, start of the third round here. Launching on through. Emil is going to be there first, and ooh, maybe the shot. And players stopping, so I'm assuming they're talking. They are muted, unfortunately. I'm not sure. Oh, I see. Because the round, because of the timer. That's right. When they rematched and they set the clock to 1:30 or whatever, by the time the second one unfolded, it was going to be, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, so gonna restart again on this third round with 10 minutes. So yeah, there you go. One of those little kind of restart kinks that maybe can be worked out in the match terminal on a future setting. I don't know. I'll put that on the list. See if we can get that in. No guarantees, but it'd be a nice feature. We did get the default VRML rule set at least hot patched into the game for the default settings on the private matches, so that was really cool. So, you know, maybe we can work out something else to make it a little bit even more streamlined for these teams. We can get into those restart situations and keeping those stats, keeping the times correct, things like that. But here we go. So now, officially, the third round will start. At least after this further intermission. You know how it goes. Lemon QT, hello. How's it going? Stopping by in the chat room and the Twitch room. Yeah, this is a third round again. Alpha Ducks took the first 2. Saw some good matches earlier on that were pretty fun. I was coming off of a stream with Calamity and Quackheads. That was a fun match. Quackheads, kind of similar to Fusion in the sense that Quackheads really got a lot more collected and stronger in the second and third rounds. They had some good success there. But Calamity looking like a really good team as well. Their passing and their boosting pretty impeccable. Not too much to criticize on their end because they were pretty well collected for being their first week on the VRML scene. Clearly, though, they've been putting in the practice scrims and otherwise because they were looking real nice.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Yeah. What up, Lemon? All right, here we go.
3, 2,
Officially, third round. Times are correct. Disc is going to be left, but finally slapped on out into the hands of Swift. Swift going to be taken there, overtaken by Lil Rad. Nice duck on through. Has a tight angle, almost. Not quite. Goes off that corner post, but it still might be. Here we go. Alpha ducks. Nice pass down low to Lil Rad. Going up high again, but not quite a good angle on the shot, so it will sail right back. But fortunately for them, the stack ever so efficient. Emil gets there first, but nice grab by AJ, but nicer punch by Martin coming through. Now pass is going to go up to Stody as he floats backwards. Finds that pass down to Lil Rad, but cannot convert on the shot. But another rebound for Stody and Alpha Ducks as they once again go up here on the offense. Just a little bit of disarray to start this third round. Scoreless about a minute in. Stody's going to try and change that. Looking for a shot, and that one will be good. The hands from Alikos almost getting there for the save, but just not quite.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
So lining on up again for a joust attempt on offense. Fusion. We'll grab that, Alikos. The fast approach on that stack, but look at that secondary attempt. It just bounced right back. Now Swift looking for almost a shot, looking one more. Oh, the punch, not quite on time. It was good communication there, but just the execution not quite on time. Going for that three-point shot.
Orange gets their hands on it. Great job, Garden.
So into the tunnel now it'll go. Alikos is there for a retrieval.
Great pickup.
Trying to cause some problems there on the stacks, but look at this. Fusion maybe about to buy themselves a goal. Oh, but it floats right on past, so not enough time. That is unfortunate. The disc a little bit too quick. Now David Duel will still receive that one. He'll take it up and get it done on 4 different defenders, all inside that goal. But for David, it does not matter. That wasn't even a David Duel. That was a David battle. 4 of them. 2-2 now. Alpha Ducks the offense advantage here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So rolling on out and passing on out. It's Lil Rad receiving that. A nice one over to Martin. Martin will be in the corner pocket. The defense retreating on the stacks now. And Alikos, who's had a handful of saves, trying maybe for a handful of that one, but no, because Lil Rad is going to be right on line. And that was good recognition there by Lil Rad, because the last few shots he took were from really tough angles down here and up here. That one, though, just came dead on into the center of the goal and then was able to find a nice angle. So exactly what he needed to do. And now for the blue crew on Fusion trying to roll out. A nice stun, though, on AJ from Martin. Will make that pass go on through. Now recollecting on the stack. Soft pass. Anyone's disc right now. Nice stack there from AJ. Boosting quickly with David. The pass a little bit astray, so it will be taken now by Stody. So now teams is trying to collect themselves. Fast on this approach. And maybe on the shot. No, Alikos swinging into the goal on defense. And now taking place on offense. Martin with a pass nicely to Emil. And he gets it on that top area as well. So now Alpha Ducks fully aware of how good Alikos is at goal and how effective he's been today. But now you see on those last 3 shots they've taken and made on Alikos, it's been at the corner here and then 2 from the top corner as well. So they're really recognizing that, hey, maybe we should go for those tougher to save angles on the shots. And so good adjustments by Alpha Ducks, and as a result, they've been able to make a few now in a row. As this disc sails into the hands of Alikos. Backing it out, David. Looking for a pass up top. And maybe receiving it. No, it's going to be flung on out. Right into the wedge. And taken back by Swift. The Swift for Fusion. Trying to find an angle, but too long on the pass. Cut off a little easily there by Alpha Ducks. And now it will bounce to the other side, where there are some boosted players coming in. First to the punch is Emil. But again, one of those tough angles. Kind of saw that earlier too. Very, very hard to make shots from those angles. Those are kind of rhythm things. If you're feeling good, they're easy to make, but if you're a bit scrambled, they are very difficult. Now ducking through and on the shot for 3 is Stody. The goalie being bothered, interfered with by the Alpha Ducks offense. So 9-2 lead now for Alpha. And trying to launch out again is Fusion. Get the quick pass. Will just be a stray, so instead maybe a turnover into the hands of Emil. Or Lil Rad, rather. And he'll get the clear. That bounces off that Geo. And now is retaken and deep into the blue zone. Fusion will still retake it. Alacost the disc. Just trying to avoid the turnovers, but unfortunately playing those back lines very well. Martin the third. Very patient player. And now just making another play on the disc. So Emil coming on through. A good pass to Martin, who will find Lil Rad and go up in from the top, upside down, and brings it around for the goal. 11-2 for Alpha Ducks now.
12, 11, 10, 9,
And Sputnik Cobra, hello. Welcome to the chat, and thank you for the Twitch Prime.
4, 3,
Much appreciated. And looking forward to some more casts by you in this coming week. Yeah, much appreciated. Thank you, sir. And now on the goal, Fusion's going to work it up. They've got 2 points, looking to capitalize for maybe a few more. Oh, it just gets the 2, actually. Looked like it could have been a 3, but that was some nice offense there on the approach. There were 3 in that bubble for Fusion, and only 1 for Alpha Ducks. Good shot on that one. 4 points for Fusion now. 3 minutes left in this third round. Stody will take that, pass it off quickly to Lil Rad, who will find Martin. That stack in the back line there for Fusion. Just trying to pressure all these passes and doing so pretty well, because that one is now a stray, still to be recollected there by Alpha Ducks. But again, the defense, not able to stop Lil Rad now, so back-to-back goals from him from just about that same angle, coming in from the top, upside down. So some good offensive runs here coming in for Alpha Ducks and for Lil Rad. Had a few misses earlier in the round. Didn't affect him, didn't phase him, because now he's coming back and he's making them again. Now staying even-keeled, doing what he needs to do. AJ will take the disc away for Fusion, but getting it taken now by Stody off the punch. Good brawling. Martin there, trying to find his angles. As Emil looks for that shoulder anchor. Backing it out now to a cutting Lil Rad. Just the appropriate speed. A nice bounce pass will find Emil. And Emil going in for the shot. Why not? 2 points off some nice soft passing from Team Alpha Ducks.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
So under 2 minutes left now in this final round of this series. And off this PE joust on offense, Alacost will take that and dish it on over. Mishandled just briefly by Swift, but his teammates now joining him up on front. That pass deep down, a long one, risky one, but it's still received. But unfortunately on the other end, a turnover perhaps. Martin and Lil Rad trying to look for their angles. All 4 players here for Alpha Ducks looking to make something happen as they run amok. And now back into the defensive end with this pass going through. Stody knows what to do. Little bit of a disarray there, and Alpha Ducks taking advantage of the misplaced defense. Fusion, all 4 players managed to get back into the goal, but not really a lot of time to actually distribute themselves and find their appropriate marks on defense. So Alpha Ducks pressed it, and as a result, they scored their 17th point here in the third. And now just a clear down the middle will be intercepted. He shot a bit off and taken right back by Alacost, finding his anchor. The deep clear will go into the corner, way to the other side. Bouncing on in as the stacks fly on in. AJ, maybe the recollection. Not far behind is Emil, but AJ's going to go in and gets the deal done for the 6th point for Fusion. And 2 apiece, at least in this round since that reset, for AJ, David, and Swift. So nicely done on the recollect. About 18 seconds left. maybe time for one more goal, but the victory indeed going to go to Alpha Ducks in this game. Stody's going to fly on in and look for a pass down low towards that rad logo. Martin working it in. 5 seconds left. One more possible attempt here, but rejected, and there you go. That will be a 17-4 win here in the third round by Alpha Ducks, and a 3-series win just the same. But very well played by Fusion in the latter rounds, second and third. They came back and made some much better moves. Their defense was looking nice throughout. They had some better stacks going on. But just the blitz from Alpha Ducks, too much to deal with in this series. You can see that stat line, the team stats. Granted, again, it was only the third round, but just a heavy favor on possession and shots, assists, pretty much across the board, just the offense from Alpha Ducks. Bit too much. So, with that, also Stody leading the scoring for that round, 7. Emil, the 4 points, 6 for Lil Rad as well. He started going off there. And Martin with the 5 assists, so no points, but you know what? He enabled everyone else on his team, and that is as important as pretty much anything. So with that said, that will end it for this match and this particular stream. Congratulations to Alpha Ducks on the 3-round victory, and for Fusion, we're definitely looking forward to seeing more from you as you continue to improve, and you definitely are. So that was fun, and I think we got ourselves really soon, actually, yet another match to cast. Let me check real quick here. I believe that is it for the European side of things on the day, but let's see. We do have one in about an hour and 13 minutes from now. It'll be Spaghetti versus Systematic Failure, and I'll be casting that with Dash. It seems he just signed himself up for that. And Carbonite and V-Spawn will also be playing, although if can't get another cameraman available, it might not be streamed, unfortunately, but we did stream a couple of Carbonite and V-Spawn's matches. Well, one of their matches each this week, so get in some variety there and make sure everyone gets featured as equally as possible. That's my goal. We'll make it happen. But until then, and until the next stream about an hour from now, I've been Palidore. This has been VRML Preseason Week 3. Thank you for joining me. Good games to all. Thank you for the interaction. And again, Sputnik for the Twitch Prime. Good stuff. And I'll see you again really soon. Goodbye.